our way. Simon Ekpa, you dey fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want am strong. We Simon Ekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Freedom now before it's too late. In unity we go they strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we they fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Mama Biafra, yeah, oh, I call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall. Biafra, we're not put around you on into Simon Ekpa,
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi Rone Bigebi. He said,
unless you understand your role in society, you can never ever make any meaningful contribution. According to the Greeks, there are three types of people on this earth: the idiots, the tribesmen, and the citizens. People don't know the meaning of the word idiot. They think it's an insult. It's not an insult. When the Greeks used the word idiots, they did not use it as a curse word. Idiots are people who just do not care. That is the original meaning of the word. If they write exams, they will cheat. If they are in government, they will steal. An idiot does not care at all. If he eats banana, he throws the peel anywhere instead of putting it in a trash can. According to the Greeks, some societies have more idiots than tribesmen and citizens. As I used to say before, Nigeria is full of idiots. Idiots.
Before, Southern Sudan fought a war for 30 years. 30. Our own was only 3 years. Only our boss. 3 years only. Everybody ran away. Only 3 years. We don't want to build men that at the slightest sight of difficulty, they run away. We want to weed out all the chaffs. We need those that can sustain. Those who are relentless in the pursuit of our freedom until our freedom comes. No retreat and no surrender. How do you get them?
Buying and selling has put us into wait and take business in anything we want to do. Whatever that will take us time, we don't want it again.
Nobody wants
the problem with people.
You know your people, at the slightest sign of difficulty, because they are used to buying and selling, they will run away.
Somebody is telling me here, he doesn't want to even go back to that zoo safe or whatever.
But I said something before.
You must understand this. The greatest task on this very earth is to get a black man to reason like a human being. The same way, it's just like trying to keep an Igbo man away from gossip. Hey, it's impossible now. Come on, for goodness sake. How can you keep an Igbo man away from gossip? Oh no, please, give me a break. Anywhere there is gossip, you find them there. Gossip, the gossip, is sweeter than honey from Igbo man. Gossip. Unverified rumors and gossip is like honey to them. That is how hard it's trying to remove the bottle from the mouth of a baby saboteur is as hard as trying to get a black man to reason properly.
All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, "For violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever." Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, say, "For violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever." All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are, okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. In this one, go to Nigeria. "In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate and cast lot for Jerusalem, even you were as one of them. Hey! Are you people following? The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 11, say, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers, Fulani government and their politicians, strangers carried captive his forces, when strangers entered his gate, when strangers entered our land, and they cast lots for Jerusalem, even you, the people that claim they are fighting for Biafra, even you were one of them. Even you were one of the strangers. Even you were one of those who have come to carry the forces captive. Those who say Simon Ekpa is their problem, Simon Ekpa will remain your problem. Those who say Biafra will not come, you will not live to see Biafra. Or for Aijaga. I told them, Nkita na church ubosowa de anjo. I am not a gentleman. Do not think that I'm a gentleman because I have been voted as a Biafra Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. I am not that kind of Prime Minister of a state that is an independent state. A Prime Minister is a Prime Minister of freedom fighting, of a country that is in exile, still fighting for freedom. So do not think, because I'm wearing suit, you will do anyhow and you go free with it. No. I'm a no-nonsense person. And I will hunt you with everything in me, legally and otherwise, when I want to. So those who make Simon Ekpa their problem, Simon Ekpa will indeed be your problem. And everything that follows me will be your problem. It is very, very funny that some people, after having had the opportunity to sit in a meeting with me and know how I handle things, they allow the devil to possess them. And they begin to make mess of themselves. They fired the first shot, they failed. They fired the second shot, they failed. And they know that I never miss a target. I never miss a target. And I will never miss a target. I will strike when you least expected.
I want to encourage every Biafrans to be very, very, very resolute and focused. The difference between us, the Biafra people, and those that are blackmailing and propagating all manner of falsehood against us is that they are two-faced people, corrupt, very unbalanced people, and we are not two-faced. These people that are parading and spreading all this falsehood against us are those who believe in Biafra and they believe in Nigeria.
All of us Biafrans in the Debunking cabinet, the Council Homeland, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed in our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end. Only one, under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon Ekpa. and we can pray. Once he has that communication, Biafrans, we understand that Obato does not take no crap from nobody. No matter who you are, you must respect that authority. That authority is the only thing that can protect all of us. But we thank God, somebody said this is a transition period. If these things does not happen, Biafrans will not know who is following our prime minister, who wants him to fail, who wants him to be out. So this moment is ordained to happen so that Biafrans will know who is who in this restoration process. So on that note, I welcome everyone to this fundraising. The finance department is going to figure out if our fundraising is going to be weekly fundraising, is going to be bi-monthly fundraising. That information is going to come to us as quickly as possible. We must maintain, we must continue to do whatever our minister wants us to do to raise the money we need to source to fund our struggle. And we will continue to do that without adding any extra stress on Biafrans in any form or shape. That is why the finance and budgeting department will take it from there and inform us appropriately when our fundraising is going to be going on. So on that note, I welcome everyone. And we are going to declare this fundraising for the United States of Biafra open. Again, like I've said, there's only one order. There's only one place. The legitimate fundraising for the United States of Biafra, Briggy, under His Excellency Simon Eber, will go today. And that is the New Dimension mandate. That's the only approved account. And then the account that's been approved in Homeland. So when you click on the New Dimension mandate, you scroll down, you will see the Homeland donate account. And we're already getting a lot of reports that the Homeland people are donating to that account. Thank you so much, Homeland people, for following that instruction and making your donations as we are getting updates on the donations from the different 40 states in Homeland. Thank you so much. On that note, we are going to, I don't know if we did an all lives, how New Dimension Media has saved their lives. You will see all that when you go to the website, www.newdimensionmonday.org. Those individuals spreading lies on social media, either they know, but they want to continue to do what they do by using the name of Obato Obie to go and start propagating lies to unsuspecting Biafrans who may or may not believe them. But one thing we know is that they will be relegated to the trash can of Biafra history. That is where they will end up in. As our own Adono has said, and as our finance minister has said, our prime minister is fully aware of the functioning and the modus operandi of New Dimension mandate. All the people that are working on the back end of New Dimension mandate, our prime minister is fully aware of them. So when they say that our local bank account is tied to an Islamic bank, this, that, these are all propaganda. And I tell people, Biafrans do not discriminate against anybody. We are a nation that uphold the dignity of every individual. We uphold the equality. We uphold the rights of every citizen. Biafra and New Dimension mandate makes the world a better place. So those individuals that comes out to castigate other tribes, other religions, they are not part of building of Biafra. Even our own leader, Nnamdi Kanu, when he was in prison before, he paid for Hausa citizens to gain their freedom from the DSS dungeon of Nigerian government. Nnamdi Kanu did that. So anybody that comes out today to create that division between Biafrans and the houses or anybody, that individual is not propagating the message of either our leader Nnamdi Kanu or our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. These are non-entities that have no place in the history of the United States of Biafra.
Biafra.
Going around deceiving non-suspecting individuals, getting people confused, getting people to think negatively about what our Prime Minister has set up and has approved. Two email addresses attached to that place. That is the only place you can send your email if you are interested in joining the Biafra Security, Military, Defense Force, and all that. Only through the email. There is no form for now that is out there by the United States of Biafra for recruitment into Security, Defense, Liberation Army. No form at all. Anywhere you see any form, anywhere in homeland, just know it's from the criminals. Do not fill the form. We see the criminals parading and telling people to voluntarily join. That is criminal. It is not from the United States of Biafra government. All the foot soldiers that are working for the United States of Biafra, they have been sending their application using the approved email in that memo that was sent out for the recruitment of Biafra military and security. And if you go to that memo, there are only 2 emails. Send your request to that email. There is a team that is processing that. There are people that are going to do the interview. They will call you, follow up with you before they can even do anything. Please, for now, any form you see parading in homeland for people to join Biafra military, just know that it's from the criminal elements. Do not join them. Thank you so much. Talk about a CRC committee that has been officially dissolved by the Biafra Republic government in exile in a constituted meeting with a vote of 20-9. That committee was dissolved. Then these lobbyists went ahead to post on Twitter that the CRC appointed somebody else. I mean, the analysis by our legal department on the action of these lobbyists is really very, very grave. I don't know if that lobbyists have realized the degree of the harm he did, not just to his profession, but also he tried to do to the government. But thank God, the government has all the documents to prove our case and to prove what we are doing. We have all the documents, and this lobbyist is aware of that. This lobbyist is aware that the United States of Biafra used to be Biafra Republic government in exile, and our Prime Minister hired him to work for the government. He is fully aware of that. He is fully aware that the Constitution of the United States of Biafra, my signature is there. And this individual he's promoting online, he has no signature in the Constitution of the United States of Biafra. This lobbyist knows that the declaration of the independent state of Biafra, which happened in Finland, has the signature and the name of only 2 individuals, myself and the Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. This lobbyist has those documents, but he went on Twitter to misinform people that there was a CRC, that a dissolved CRC that meant to appoint somebody. This is very, very dangerous. This lobbyist knows the Biafra currency, my signature is there. And this individual deceiving Biafrans, his signature is nowhere in all these documents I am listing. So assuming you as a lobbyist, you want to present Biafra legally to a foreign nation, to a foreign country, which documents are you going to use? Who are you going to call? Whose signatures are there? If you think you don't know, let's presume you are a 17-year-old child, you don't know. but you went on Twitter to post the rubbish you posted. The Biafra Helsinki Charter last year, my signature is there. This misinformation you pass on in Twitter, you know that individual, his signature is nowhere. Our Ambazonia Biafra, a memorandum of understanding we signed last year. My signature is there. Other members here, few people here, their signature is also in that document. The individual, this lobbyist, you think you are promoting, you've already gone down with him. He has dragged you down. And so shall it be. Anybody that truly is a Biafran, that follows this individual, you will go down with him. That is a promise I'm giving you. Thank you so much. Ugo, go ahead.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has connected wherever you are connecting from. Thank you for being part of this program. I appreciate you. I thank you for being able to join us today. It is weekend, and I say happy weekend. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not yet subscribed to this very channel, please kindly subscribe. Make sure you join the best way you can and support this very platform. My fellow Biafrans that are watching wherever we are watching from, it is weekend. And we are here once again to speak to Biafrans across the world, wherever you are watching us from. Tighten up your seatbelt and let us move it. For those who are joining us for the very first time, or those who are coming across the video for the very first time, I want you to know that this platform where you are watching this program is a platform that belongs to the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The United States of Biafra, under the control today of the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the COS, interim. So now you know where we are. It is your choice to be on the right path or to be on the left side. Wherever you are watching this program today, I welcome you. And I want you to know that in this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people or individuals. We don't come here for any propaganda or blackmail. We do not come here to speak against any religion or race. What we do in this platform is to present Biafra before the whole world. To tell the world the true situation of things in Biafra land. To say those things that they are afraid of saying. To reveal the truth and nothing but the truth to the whole world. My fellow Biafrans, I welcome you once again. I appreciate everyone that has joined us on this platform. And today we are going to do what we know how to do best. Remember, every morning it is always an interactive section. A section where we come together to interact with each other. A section where we come to share views. We share views with one another and we express ourselves. Share ideas. That is what we do here. We'll tell the world what is happening in Biafra land. Those things that they have refused to say, those informations they are hiding, in this platform, we bring them out for the whole world to see. A war they have declared against the Biafran people that they are hiding. The genocide that is still going on in Biafra land, we expose it. The lies against the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the lies against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the lies against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we debunk them in this channel. We encourage Biafrans to continue to hold on to their legitimate right to self-determination because it is the right thing to do. Those are the rights given to human by Chukwu Okike Abiama himself. International law accepts those rights. Surprisingly, Nigerian law also accepts those rights. The right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. But unfortunately, when we decide to activate this right to the fullest, they give us names. They attack us. They call us on different kinds of names and label us with different kinds of names. But that is not going to deter us from doing what we have to do. We must continue to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. That is why we are here. Wherever you are, if you have a question to ask, feel free to join us on this platform and ask your question. You have a contribution to make, go to the comment section. You are going to see the link. Follow the link and join me on stage. The only thing that qualifies you to join me on stage is to be a human being. Whether you are a one Nigerianist, whether you have a different ideology or you have a different followership, whatever be your ideology, it doesn't really matter. You are free to join me in this platform. Ask those questions that is confusing you. If there is something you have heard about us that you're not too sure about, come on and ask that question. I will respond to you. The members of the cabinet are watching this program and they are observing closely. The Secretary for Information always comes around. I can bet you that the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NgoziOrabueze, is watching us. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is observing every single thing we do on this platform. So it's the opportunity for you to express yourself, ask a question, make a contribution, and I bet you, if you do it wisely, it's going to yield fruit. All I ask is that when you are joining me on this platform, please make sure you appear in a very decent manner because the whole world is watching. The members of the cabinet is watching. Appear in a decent manner so that you can make sense in whatever you want to say. And when you are speaking, please try to keep your words civil. Speak in a very civil manner so that you can make impact. No matter how angry you are, no matter how dissatisfied you are, no matter what your ideology may be, try as much as possible to be civil in your discussion. If you do so, I bet you we are going to enjoy our stay here. So wherever you are watching me from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike, try as much as possible to join us, speak, and do what you have to do to make sure that you make your own impact as we have come to speak. Do not be discouraged. Do not be distracted. Do not allow anything to push you aside from the message of today. We will continue to do what we know how to do best. And I bet you, Chukwu Okike, we continue to hear. It is weekend, and I appreciate everyone who has been able to spend their time with me on this weekend. I thank you for giving me your time, giving me your ears. And we are going to do it fast because I'm not going to spend much time today. I'm going to end it as soon as I can so that we can go back and do what we have to do. Remember, today we have fundraising also. The very fundraising, first fundraising in 2025. It is going to be amazing. It is going to start by 7 p.m. precisely Biafran time. The Zoom will be opened. Biafrans will log in into the Zoom and make their contribution. Don't wait until that time. You can go to the new mandate account now. Go to the new mandate and make your donation. Get your receipt. During the fundraising, you can make your announcement. Go to the New Dimension mandate. Go to the link now. Don't wait until fundraising. Go to the New Dimension mandate and make your donation. It is important. When we talk about the restoration of Biafra on the ground, we talk about the recognition of Biafra. The movement and the journey is not an easy one. It will cost money. Every single thing you have to do in this very struggle costs money. So that is why the fundraising is very important. Put your money where your mouth is. The only place you can make the donation, don't forget, is New Dimension mandate. New Dimension mandate account. If you're at the homeland, you know the right place, New Dimension mandate account. Also, you know the account and you have to make your payment over there for you to make impact. Don't make any mistake. Do not sponsor your enemy. Do not sponsor those who are going to come to destroy you. You better focus on things that is going to benefit you and benefit your generation unborn. My fellow Biafrans, I welcome you and I appreciate everybody for joining. And today we have chosen a topic which says, Biafrans reject distractions from saboteurs and Nigerian government as Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoko, Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi leads, we will not accept any distraction. When you look at what is happening today, you can see distraction coming from all corners, from all angles. Everywhere it is one problem or the other. They are always trying to distract us and drag us to one issue or the other to make sure we are being distracted. But I bet you, Biafrans, we must not get distracted. No matter what we hear, no matter what they say, no matter the angle they come from, you must not get distracted. Don't allow them to distract you. They are going to try, but you must not allow them to succeed. We are in a new year, in 2025. One of the strategies they have in this year is distraction. They are going to increase in their force of distraction, and that distraction is going to come from inside and outside. It can even come from your closest person, the people you love so much that are dear to your heart. They are going to be part of the distraction. You must not pay attention to them. You must not pay attention to them. We have already seen them building the walls of distraction. They have come from the inside and we are defeating them day in, day out. They have come from the outside and we are defeating them day in, day out. And today they are pushing more propaganda on the homeland to see that we are distracted and we are going to defeat them. That is why I agree with the Deputy Prime Minister when she made mention that we should stay away from those that are pushing this wrong information. Those who decided to sack themselves from the ship, stay away from them. And she made a parable which says, Oko osimiri anaghị eri onye ọfụrụ ọkpa ya anya. Oke osimiri anaghị eri onye ọfụrụ ụkwụ ya anya. The sea does not swallow somebody who doesn't step into it. You must stay away from this sea that is looking for whom to swallow. They have scattered themselves everywhere, pushing wrong narrative and wrong informations right, left, and center. All these members of cabinet that we are sacked, that have decided to hijack the handles of the government and they are preaching wrong messages, stay away from them. I have been able to showcase and advertise the platforms you can be able to go and listen to. Anything you do not see in the X handle of the United States of Biafra, verified, does not exist. Anything you do not see in the handle of the Deputy Prime Minister, the COS, Dr. Ngozi her handle on X, if you don't see information there, those things don't exist. Those are the places you can go and get your informations. You can equally follow our Secretary for Information, Dr. Agi. Go to her platform on X. I have shown this platform several times on this very place for you to go and follow them on X so that you will not say you were deceived or you don't know where to follow or you are not told. Information is power. Information is key. These are the places you can verify informations. I know in social media, sometimes videos fly into your face that you don't expect. Whenever you see or hear a confusing information, all you need to do is to log into X, check the United States of Biafra, a verified account in blue. Scroll down, up and down. If you don't see that information there, ignore it. It does not exist. You go to the X platform of our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi. If you don't see that information there, ignore it. It doesn't exist. If you don't see it from Dr. Agi, the Secretary for Information, it does not exist. All these informations are necessary so you wouldn't say you were deceived, you were confused, you didn't know what to do, you didn't know how you got about it. It is important that you know because you will be responsible for every single action you take. Our duty is to defend and protect the United States of Biafra. That is our duty. That is what we are bound to do. So wherever you are watching this program, either on Facebook or you're watching from the TikTok, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama to please follow the right platform and get the right information. Distraction is one of the tools they are going to use. Nobody is going to stop Biafra. They can't stop Biafra. Biafra have already been declared, and we are seeking for recognition. Today, what they are doing is to distract and delay our recognition. That is their focus. That is why they have started the attack on the lobby. They use the lobbies to begin to create chaos. But I thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama that we have other lobbies. Do not forget, the Biafra government, United States of Biafra government, have other lobbies working for them. We have lawyers working for the United States of Biafra. Every one of us know the lawyer of the United States of Biafra, Dr. Levy. And he was there in one of our programs. And he is still with the United States of Biafra. The lawyer of the United States of Biafra is still with the United States of Biafra. Even if you are a lobbyist and you're confused, you should have consulted the lawyer of this same organization you claim to be representing. You should have consulted the lawyer before you go around to begin to show your idiocy. The United States of Biafra has a lawyer. This lawyer was contracted by the government even when we were as Briggy. When we were as Briggy, this lawyer was contracted. He has been working for the United States of Biafra and until on the 29th of November, when the United States of Biafra was fully declared, and we ceased to use that name, Briggy. That same lawyer is still with us, helping to put together information, documents that are being forwarded to other governments of the world. If you call yourself a lobbyist and you are confused, all you will need to do is to refer back to the government that employed you. You see them claiming that Master Simon Ekpa, it wasn't Master Simon that employed you. Master Simon Ekpa is the prime minister and he is the right person to put signature down for the government of Biafra. And he was the person that penned down his signature in the contract you had with him, which you confirmed. The lobby is not for Master Simon Ekpa, it is for the United States of Biafra today. But since you have ignorantly decided to damage your own reputation, it is your business. As for Biafra, you cannot stop Biafra, delay it, or disrupt it. No, you can't. You are not yet born. No amount of your idiocy can distract or delay the restoration of Biafra in full on the ground. A lot of distractions are going to come. But I bet you, every Biafran, wherever you are, you must be focused and always focus on the right path. The government of Nigeria is going to come with their own kind of distraction. Today, they are already building the ground. They are already building the floor on how to distract us. They are already creating chaos. They are already creating their distraction. And I bet you, many of us are going to be distracted and focus on that nonsense. But if you are genuinely a Biafran and you know why you are here, you will not be distracted. The more they try to distract you, the more stronger you're going to get. We know the enemies we are up against. They will never give up without a fight. And we are ready to fight them to stand still. We saw the news that is flying around about the claim of the brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They called it a revelation, but that is nonsense. I don't see that as a revelation or blowing of whistle. This is an absolute nonsense and rubbish. That he was claiming that he has some kind of agreement with the son to Tinubu, and the son to Tinubu could not be able to deliver. And what was the agreement? To make sure that IPOB supports the election, and in turn, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. You can imagine such nonsense. Now you know where the problem of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been coming all this while. Every one of you know where the problem of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have come all this while. It is sad. That is why we say the struggle for Biafra is per head. It is about a person per head. It is not a family business. It's not a company. It's not a group or age group. No. This is the freedom of more than 70 million people. Our collective interest. It is not about an individual. If Biafran choose you to serve them, it is you and you alone. It doesn't concern any other person. Every one of us know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. Every one of us know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu believes. Every one of us know the stance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that stance has never ever changed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has always made that declaration. At every given opportunity, he has never changed in his words. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have always stood for Biafra. His desire has always been Biafra and nothing else. He has never pitched his tent on any other person. He has not supported any other thing apart from Biafra. So when you see people begin to create those idiotic narratives, claiming that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu somehow support their atrocity or join them in their evil agendas, you begin to wonder. Every one of us know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with Nigerian politics. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with Nigerian politics and has never ever trusted any politician. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no trust on any politician, no matter who that politician is. He has never pinched his tent with any politician. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no respect for any politician and their politics, because he knows them very well that they are a bunch of liars, bunch of betrayers and criminals who has nothing to offer to the Biafran people. But unfortunately, you still see some idiotic people dragging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into their controversies, using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to serve their own personal and selfish interests. They have done this again and again and again. Many of them using the predicament of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to pursue their own personal agenda. We have seen them do this over and over again. You cannot trade Biafra. We will not allow that. I am going to play this very video from one of the media in the Zoological Republic who was making that report. Then after I play this video, then we will get into the discussion. We are going to use this video for the discussion of today. And in everything that is happening, we're going to be comparing it with the situation today. Let us hear this report first of all before we proceed.
The family of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has recently berated President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his failure to honor an alleged agreement between his son, Sheyi Tinubu, and the family over the release of their son, Nnamdi Kanu. In a statement on Thursday, just yesterday, Kanu's younger brother, Prince Emmanuel Kanu, claimed shortly before the 2023 general elections that he and Sheyi struck a deal on the release of the IPOB leader. According to him, Sheyi, with his father's approval, met with him in Abuja, where it was agreed that IPOB would not boycott the election on the condition that Tinubu would release Nnamdi Kanu after he emerged as president. Prince Emmanuel expressed disappointment that nearly 2 years after the emergence of Tinubu as president, his brother Kanu has continued to languish in detention, even though the presiding judge, Justice Binta Nyako, has since recused herself from the matter. He said it was shameful that those who claim to be honorable fail to keep their word. The statement reads, and I state, before the last election, I received a message from an ex-governor that Sheyi, the son of President Tinubu, wanted to see me. I agreed to meet with him on the condition that the overriding priority and hence the fulcrum of the discussion will be the release of my brother Nnamdi Kanu. The meeting was held in Abuja in the presence of another individual whom I asked along to witness the deliberations and, if need be, provide independent verification should the need arise. Sheyi confirmed to me that his father sanctioned the meeting and that I should consider any agreement we reach as binding on the then candidate Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In good faith, we agreed that I shall relay the outcome to my brother to reinforce the long-held tradition of IPOP not interfering with the conduct of elections, either through boycott or any other form of civil disobedience. This understanding was duly communicated to my brother, and he reaffirmed his commitment not to stop the elections or order any boycott. You're currently listening to the world.
You have heard it from their news. It is so shameful that every now and again, these people continue to drag Mazen Nnamdi Kanu into their idiocy. It is very shameful that every now and again, these people continue to drag Mazen Nnamdi Kanu into their stupidity. Our Supreme Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have always made his stance very, very clear, and he has never relented from his stance. The last time Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave these idiots the opportunity was during the time of P2B and Atiku. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu called off the boycott of election to make a strong statement, gave them that last opportunity to make things right, and they failed. To prove him right, that election is not the problem of the zoo. That your PVC is absolute rubbish. And from then onwards, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made it clear that there will be no more election in Biafran territory. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have never changed that stance. I thank God for the Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa. After the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he followed the footsteps of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And we made sure that election does not hold. During that election, we were pushing out our messages, no election, no. They tried. And when you hear what this man is saying, the brother to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that they reached an agreement, not even with the Tinubu, with his son, even when Tinubu was not even a president. They went and reached an agreement with his son. And of course, you know what have exchanged hands. And this is why Mazen Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, called them the political pressure group. Look at the useless statement that the brother of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is making. Not knowing that this statement is making is going to even indict his brother. All thanks to Mazen Simon Ekpa for what's at all. If not for Mazen Simon Ekpa, these people are doing everything possible to drag Mazen Nnamdi Kanu down. We know that no election was pushed by our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa. And because of the push we made during that election, 25 million people registered for the election, but only 5 million voted. Less than 5 million. 25 million people registered for that election, but only 5 million voted. Less than 5 million. And this is an inflated figure. The 5 million they claim, people that voted were not up to 1 million in the whole of Biafra land. But in the entire Biafra land, they got 5 million, according to their estimation. Biafrans listened because Biafrans knows Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, knows his stance. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has made it clear. He has nothing to do with politics and elections. Elections can never solve our problem. These idiots have had Mazen Nnamdi Kanu speak about the atrocities of these politicians, their betrayals, but yet they went behind and reached an agreement with them. This was the same way they went behind and made arrangement that got you into problem in Kenya. One of the funniest things I have seen is that I saw a write-up where one of the idiots that is supporting the DOS, one of the idiots in DOS was claiming that they were not aware. He was claiming that they were not aware of the discussion or the agreement to support the election. One of the supporters of this Department of Saboutuers, the DOS, was claiming and lamenting that how could the family of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu go and reach an agreement, that they were not aware. IPOB leadership were not aware. And all this and this and that. How can somebody go and do that? But these idiots, these same idiots were the one that were fighting Mazen Simon Ekpa when Mazen Simon Ekpa was holding his ground and said there will be no election. Mazen Simon Ekpa was holding his ground and said there will be no election. This same Department of Saboutuers were fighting Mazen Simon Ekpa, even they were even promoting the election. But look at recently, when the brother of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has now made confession that they reached agreement with Sheyi Tinubu to support the election and make sure the election hold. And whatever agreement they reached at the end of the day, they were betrayed. And they are lamenting. Now that they are lamenting, now the Department of Saboutuers have come out and they say they are not aware. They are not aware. You're not aware. But your hatred made you to stand against a man who was sincerely pursuing the freedom of the people. I thank God for Mazen Simon Ekpa. He made it very clear that we will not take any order coming from the DSS. That was when he built that very foundation. When Mazen Simon Ekpa made that very statement, we keyed into it that we will not take any order coming from the DSS as long as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is behind bar. We are the ones that are going to fight and make sure he's released, not the other way around. If there's any process that will be followed for him to release, it is we outside that will decide on how to get him out from the enemy's territory. Not him that is in enemy territory to decide for us what to do. No. It doesn't work that way. Mazen Simon Ekpa made that statement. So many of them misinterpret it, they push their lies and propaganda. But at the end of the day, you can see what is coming out today. We have always said that political solution can never, ever solve Nigerian problem. We have always said that the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not in the hand of these criminals that call themselves governors, call themselves lawyers, judges, presidency, or whatever. That is not where the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu lies. The freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu lies on what the Biafran people are doing, how they are approaching issues. That is where the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu lies. And that is why when we are pursuing the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, we pursue it with everything in us. And Mazen Simon Ekpa did a great job to make sure that the Biafrans stayed away from that very election. Out of 25 million people who registered, only less than 5 million voted, according to their own. Even when we know that it's an inflated figure. How many of you knew there was something happening in the background? This is how people trade Biafra. This is how people use Biafra to reach agreement on behalf of more than 70 million people that are not aware. And some of us will be supporting these people blindly, just like what is happening today. Like what is happening today. People will be trading with you, trading with your name. People will be transacting with your name. And you will ignorantly yield yourself and be supporting those stupidity unknowingly. It is so sad. It is so sad. You see the confession that the brother of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made. And do you know why he's making that confession now? Do you know why they are creating that distraction now? All these are distractions. They want to give you a topic to discuss. They want to make sure they take away the fact that the Biafra has been declared. They want to take your mind away from that declaration, and they continue to push different kinds of agendas. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come when it will come. We are no longer moved or distracted with issues surrounding the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because it is in our hand. It is in our hand. It is what you do and what I do that will determine whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be out today or tomorrow. If we continue to play ignorance on these issues, more problem will continue to happen. More distractions will continue to come. Before you support anybody against your own, you must be very careful. Do not allow anybody to trade Biafra. Biafra is bigger than an individual. Biafra is bigger than an individual. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what your name is. Biafra is bigger than you. We are talking about the life of more than 70 million people. Some people are trying to use Biafra to transact for their own personal interests. That is exactly what the brothers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are doing. Using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for transaction. And I bet you, whatever the agreement they reach, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not part of it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never consent to such kind of dialogue. He will never consent to it. It's an act of betrayal to Biafran people, and he will not consent to such kind of agreement. His brother coming out to tell us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu consented to that very idiotic agreement to allow the election so that he will be released. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows too well. He knows better than that. He cannot fall into that kind of trap. He would never ever buy into such kind of idiotic words. But each time, again and again, you see his brothers dragging him into those lies, dragging him into those idiotic statements, dragging him into those meaningless words, things that are not hold water. It is very painful and sad. Now you understand why our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, called them a political pressure group. And that is what they are. Political pressure group, that is what they are, and that is what they will remain. They have never changed from that. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must not allow Biafra to be traded. You must always stand and fight for Biafra. Biafra belongs to all of us, and we must protect and defend it. We must not allow anybody to tread on our freedom. We must not allow anybody to push their propaganda on our freedom. That is what we see today happening. It is happening again and again and again. Some people will just jump into because of Biafra to push their own personal agenda, to push their own personal program. Why must we continue to allow this? Even in the present day that we are. When you look at things that are happening, it's also the same issues, personal interests, pushing personal agenda. And some of us are ignorantly supporting those evil. Ignorantly supporting things against ourselves. It is very sad and painful. Very, very sad and painful. Let us listen more on the discussion that was made in the course of that very announcement that was meant to distract you from what is right. Let us hear more on the illustration on that very channel.
Question. According to Nnamdi Kanu's family, they actually disclosed that they had an agreement with the son of the president prior to the 2023 elections, or during the election period when campaigns were ongoing. Then the president was obviously still a senator, and that according to Sheyi Tinubu, he had disclosed to, according to the brother of Nnamdi Kanu, or the family member of Nnamdi Kanu, that Sheyi Tinubu said the president now sanctioned that meeting, and that, they were going to look into it. Unfortunately, it seems that there is a call of betrayal. The family is saying that they've been betrayed by the presidency, that is the president and his son. Now, is the son of the president not hear anything like this about a conversation between the presidency or the president's son and this proposed release of Nnamdi Kanu, if at all the president's win, or if they're able to give the president whatever required support? So how do we authenticate this supposed agreement? The lawyer has never mentioned it for once in all the time he's addressed the press. And if this is the case, and there is nothing valid written on paper to actually say, okay, this meeting took place, this agreement took place, whose words should anyone take? Who should anyone believe? The president can easily distance himself from these proclamations being made by Prince Emmanuel.
I said it's a nice one, Esther, because it has been brought to discussion now. I know that we've been discussing about this now, the Kanu, for some time now, for some years now, and nobody has heard anything about agreement. But now, an agreement has come in that is had with the first family. They had it with the first family. So that's a good one for us to start the new year and start discussing his release by the same government that is headed by the first family whom we had an agreement with. Then the lawyer also now is privy to this type of agreement now. So the agreement needs to be put forward. Who were those that were in that sitting, what were the resolution, and where is the condition backing up the agreement? So it can be picked up from there. It's already been open clear now that it's open for discussions now. So if there is anything that is hindering that agreement for it not to be carried out since the president came into power, it will now be open for Nigeria to be discussed and look at the way forward for the young man, Nnamdi Kanu, to be released. So that's why I said it's a nice one. Before that, even last Sunday when we had closed up for our discussions on boycott, like, we still made mention about Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration for over 2 years. But we never heard of this agreement. And this agreement has come in the new year. It's a good one for us to discuss further and find and chart the way forward for the young man to be released.
Mr. Elvis, the reason why there is... Okay, so let's look at this part of the statement. He said, Sheyi confirmed to me that his father sanctioned the meeting, that I should consider any agreement we reach as binding on the then candidate, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, he said, in good faith, we agreed that I shall relay the outcome to my brother to reinforce the long-held tradition of IPOB not interfering with the conduct of elections, either through boycott or any other form of civil disobedience. And this understanding was duly communicated to his brother. Don't you think this particular statement he made here was indicting by saying that most of the civil disobedience occurring in the Southeast is actually by IPOB, whereby there was an agreement that, okay, IPOB would not disturb the peace or sanity of that region? Since there's an agreement, we're going to communicate with them so that whatever intention they have to scuffle the elections at the time in the Southeast will actually be derailed. So don't you think that this particular statement he made is actually quite indicting for him to have informed that there was a promise made that is like, if you agree to help facilitate the release of my brother when you come on board, I promise that IPOB will not be engaged in any civil disobedience or in any way to, inundate the elections in 2023. How do you see that phrase in his response or reaction to this betrayal, as he claims?
If have to tell the world what they discussed in the closet where we were not part of it, and a party to the agreement has not fulfilled its own side, there's a betrayal there. If the family president releases him, and Nnamdi Kanu is able to work with the government to nip the insecurity in the Southeast in the bog as it is now, then there will be progress. But now, Nnamdi Kanu is still in incarceration. IPOB is still being described as a proscribed organization. So, and there are so many things that are still,
Mr. Elvis, do you understand the question I asked you? I read out the phrase that this man said. And I'm saying that, don't you think it is indicting for that particular disclosure by saying that we will tell our people to calm down. We will ensure that we show you the necessary support. Elections will be smooth in our region if this agreement is binding. Don't you think he has indicted that, okay, maybe somehow Nnamdi Kanu still has any link or relationship with the current insecurity in the Southeast with IPOB members? Because this particular phrase is very indicted with this statement that was made.
You see, the question that this lady asks is very sensitive and very, very correct. You can see how they are making Biafra a laughing stock. You can see how these brothers to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu are making Biafra a laughing stock. And one important question you will ask is that this nonsense that this boy is talking now happened 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago. Why haven't they spoken about this nonsense all this while? Why now, in 2025, when we are supposed to be talking about the recognition of Biafra and the restoration of Biafra on the ground? Why now? Why now? Look at how they are making us a laughing stock. The most idiotic thing is that this idiot reached agreement with the son of a man who is not even a president. This agreement he claimed they reached when Tinubu was planning to contest. That he reached agreement. And how on earth do you think that any Biafran will vote for Tinubu? Where on earth do you think that any Biafran will vote for Tinubu that will make him to begin to reach such an agreement? You see how idiotic these people are. And he ended up dragging Mazen Nnamdi Kanu into it. That he contacted the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu consented to that nonsense agreement. Something we know that is a lie, a big lie. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will never consent with any politician in any issue that has to do with their politics and election. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made it clear while he was with us. We heard from him directly that there will be no more election in Biafra land, starting from Anambra election. And our Prime Minister Mazi Samuel stood his ground and said it will not hold. We fought. I was broadcasting every day up till the day election was done in Anambra State. But these people were fighting it. They were all fighting it. Why are they bringing it up now? Now, when we begin to talk about the way these people are fighting against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu indirectly and the way they are indicting him, it is unbelievable. Why are they speaking about this issue now? After how many years? And the most disturbing is that I saw in one Facebook post where one of the idiots that is supporting the Department of Saboutuers, the DOS, members of DOS, they are claiming they didn't know about this agreement that was reached with Sheikh Tinubu to make sure the election goes on. But they were the ones who were pushing this agenda. They were fighting Mazi Simon right, left, and center. They were calling us name on all our platform. Why should we say election will not hold? They went ahead to promote that election should hold, and they said that people are free to go and cast their votes. But today, they say they are not aware that an agreement was reached. This is how idiotic most of them are. Very idiotic that they don't even know who they claim to follow. The Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is the supreme leader of IPOB, who led the foundation that we are following today. These idiots, members of DOS, and his close members of the family, they are not interested. And I can understand the issue of the family. In the case of family, they are interested on their own. They are looking for their own interest. And who cares about them? Where we care about is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu himself, who is the supreme leader of IPOB. The table stops on him. This is not a family business. It is about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and we will do everything humanly possible to see that he's safe. He has taken an oath and said it is either Biafra or nothing. And in that oath we stand. For you to begin to trade Biafra, use Biafra to trade for your own selfish interest, that is arrant nonsense and madness. Who gave you that right to go and begin to negotiate on behalf of Biafrans? To begin to make an agreement on behalf of Biafrans, whether election will hold or not will hold. And this is how they use Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to trade and get benefits from the governors and get benefits from anywhere. The criminal governor that told him that Sheikh Tinubu's son, who was not even then a president, The agreement was not even reached with Tinubu. That is how shameful these people, how shameless they are. That is how shameless they are. The agreement wasn't even with Tinubu, it was with his own son. When that guy was not even a president, Tinubu was not even a president, when he was just contesting. And I want you to apply your common sense. Do you think that Tinubu believed that anybody in the Southeast will vote him? Do you think that Tinubu believed that anybody in the Southeastern region will cast a vote for him? In your wildest dream. Now you begin to put 1 + 1 together. That the conspiracy against Biafrans is deep. And the enemies, the British, can use anybody available. Some people willfully make themselves available without knowing. Some people make themselves instruments of oppression against their own people without knowing. And that is what we see today. The same way some of them are indicting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. That question that this lady asked now is a very sensitive question. Why are they bringing this issue now up in a time, a critical time, a time when we are supposed to be talking about the recognition of Biafra, and a time when the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to be on top of their mouth? They bring an issue that we indict him. But I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama that Mazi Simon Ekpa have made a clear distinction and given answers to so many questions that be asked, and made sure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not indicted with anything that has been done from the moment he was kidnapped up to today. Mazi Simon Ekpa made it very clear that we do not take any order from anybody in the DSS. That every single thing we do is going to be according to the decision of the Biafran people outside, not from the DSS. And Mazi Simon Ekpa took up that challenge upon himself. With the consent of the Biafran people, we continue to move and say there will be no election in Biafran land. And we did it and pursued it and made sure that the election did not hold. And during that election, out of 25 million people that registered, only 5 were able to vote. Out of 25 million. And of course, even inside that very 5 that voted, when you look at the self-referendum that have been conducted by Biafran people, with the support of more than 50 million people, you will now understand that the Biafrans are not interested in your politics. We are not interested in Nigerian politics, and we never be. You cannot begin to measure, we don't measure ourselves with your politics. We are not part of it, and will never be. Biafra has been declared. And you have no such power to arrogate yourself any title that has to do with the politics in Biafran territory. We are now a sovereign state. We are now a sovereign state, the United States of Biafra. And we are now embarking on full restoration on the ground. And it will even intensify now. If you're trying to conduct any election in Biafra land, it is at your own risk. You are going to face the consequence of your action. And the Biafrans will deal with you appropriately. Biafrans will face you appropriately. It is very sad, but this is the situation that we can never avoid. This very deception and destruction has been there. The divide and rule of the zoo has always come in and crept in. With any little opportunity, they will come in and set in that fire. That is what they did. But we will not allow that to continue. Let's hear more.
Yeah, but the camera has not been released. Since it has not been released, where is the indictment there? If it's released and the insecurity continues, that's where the issue would have be saying, no, there is a betrayal. This man is still in incarceration. They made some of these promises during the electoral campaign.
Yes.
Politicians can sign agreements and make promises, during campaign. And most times when they get into office, they renege. That's what caused problem with most of the godfathers and their sons. When they are campaigning and when they are making this agreement, at closed doors. That's what we are saying here. Now, this agreement were electoral campaign agreement, and now execution is necessary for them to come up, and it has not been done. So that's where the betrayal is coming in from. The family of Nnamdi Kanu that are saying, that it's like the part of the agreement has not been, agreed on. They are betrayed. They are not wrong. If you have an agreement that you made, during your electoral campaign, and the family were able to work with you to, get your own side of the of the promises you made, if they got it for you, then it is now left for you to also, rub your shoulder with them and do likewise what you both agreed on. And it has not happened. The president has been there now going to a year plus, something going to 2 years now. Una the Kanu is in castration. You see, cut back and forth, throughout last year, and even nothing happened. So I think it's good he came out and told the world now that there was an agreement concerning this matter.
All right, so if that is the case,
the most idiotic thing for any human being to do, a Biafra, let alone somebody that is close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is to believe that agreement you reach with the criminal politicians will be honored. This is how they trade Biafra. They trade Biafra for their own personal interests. They trade Biafra for their own selfish interests. Biafra is bigger than an individual. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself made it open that Biafra is bigger than him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have laid a foundation when he was with us and gave us that straight statement. The last opportunity was during the time of Peter Obi and Ali Atiku. From then onwards, we ceased to participate in anything called politics. But today, look at how this idiot shamefully coming out to indict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into their idiotic shenanigans. If not that we know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very well, this very information is enough to make Biafrans desert Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This nonsense is enough to make Biafrans desert Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and also indict him in what is going on. If not for the fact that we know him very well, we have heard him speak, we have heard directly from him, and we know his message. But some idiots will continue to peddle lies to satisfy their own selfish interests. Everyone should know that Biafra is by head. It is not a family business. It is not an age group. We are talking about a nation. And that nation has been declared. The only thing we have to focus on today is the restoration of Biafra. And anybody that wants to go and connect himself to any politician or any election, whatever you see, you take, you face the consequence of it. I am 100% sure up to today that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not support anything called politics in Biafran direction. He will not. I strongly believe that he will not. And he has never deviated. Until then, my respect will always be for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And no amount of propaganda or blackmail will make Biafra to distance from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You're welcome, my brother Akonyo Wetere. Go on and speak to us. Akonyo Wetere, I can see you there.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
That's it. Thank you for all the effort you put. Now, every day she started. The Oku are there, the who the Mavunda level. But I will not dwell much on their shenanigans. Eventually, I will be missing the English people. Eventually, the government now, I know India, under COS. So to avoid this issue, I know they face the family because the issue has grown family issue. As a fear. Stretching it from Wazwiki down to Nam, down to when our PM was on the forefront. Now to generate to go now to let's say three acting groups now, three active groups, DOS, those who can carry, and those who can I want. So my advice now is that Ilanya, if you don't know diaspora, bondile head this thing. As in predominantly on the diaspora, bondile head were they heard the last champion, the issue of Ngoro black call the attention of Nigeria. So my advice now is that we should focus on building the instead of building individual, that we should focus on building structure or building the office that is representing us. So let me say it now through my own understanding and my own suggestion that what this current one should do, I will always find a pact as an agreement that is binding. You can be sued pending when I have dominance now our ancestral integrity. So the way bounding, I want one law firm that anywhere shadow sabotage with the structure. The person can be sued under that logo of this government I'm wearing now and will be tried. I don't know if such provision is available. But if it's available, we should go on that. Because he got to the camp of They are causing more harm. Their own harm, which is bigger or the worse than during the time of DOS. When DOS was the first spring. And now DOS force you people to can know. Now maybe the same. So because that's now COS will win the war. Now Saboutuers that there will be more because the Saboutuers now promising one and then they get their letter. When they come, they will now be looking for when you have problems so that they will unleash their plan. So in way fact, when you open a call to an office, a union such agreement. And those agreements are binding that any day you move against this structure, this existing structure, everybody join. That now get sued. And then way proper vetting, proper profiling of anybody got ahead any office. To the extent that the state then you can now own your whether me man you buy so but often a citizen of the place whether dual but now you go the citizen of that place even where an existing business now born in our world. No, I got to pass any on your come and only when you're going on your had the taho standard. One advisor, such people should be advisor, PA to those people. So that more money made it. In Mutagi easy. Because then they hold that thing from abroad, whether sanity from abroad. Also, because now DOS is in Nigeria. Now the people now support or not so here again. I want now laid the team up because the time of trial, he put all those structures. But before from my own evaluation of EMM, before video chop what the good lead based on the propaganda and the DOS push that now we hear like from December. Because all these things we have to take cost. All these things we have to support before the declaration. So they are not coming out because someone will put in them money here guys to matter. Then have advice. See this place. They are not coming out to try to make that declaration useless. Well, that is their fight. But if as God is on our side, I can win. Someone the damage, not the bad now. But at the end of the whole thing, truth will prevail. But no one advice because to avoid the shame because all of us are feeling the heat. It's because you're a strong man that you do come out every day. Otherwise, the thing that is happening online will even weaken you, or even make you when you come, you will not be. Your conduct will be shaken. But still, you should be your ground. But to avoid every time, already kind of a thing like that. This find the other part to become. Even that idiot or matinee here, I come on and come. I will not such part don't find it there. Oh, that's the moment now. I buy a post more. Maybe. And on the on the legal side, he was sending money and this government now see where the journalists no one on our side. Same way they can not learn with information because this thing I let copy is like copy and paste. Same way they see that's the when that employ. Back at that pack they had. You sign the they gonna all this information. Come on, I let Jack ahead dig because this thing you all every day when they go online, you can laugh, you can laugh one go. To me, I know where I'm going, but to other Mandela Kubayon, I could actually learn this Nahale. I am sorry, keep in this morning. You want to look to government, think what I'm see vet on your my check here, I'm not going to no almost 3 years with the fake name, nobody check. That's only have to take what happened now. I got me have to do the same mistake again. So do home online now. All they say photo. You just you the joke photo can any devil. Any now why wait for one day man to her. One lot of go but for this government, how much I get which is just block so those before. Block so those before inside them. I'm not talking of anything get up with adapt. Okay, make sure I block from the hell and now. Same way structure gabu. But I go those documents in Goya. If you have those documents, it's fine, yeah. It's there your copy, it's there your copy. Open whether conscience to try when consider can again now. Only a fan on again, maybe Magonia have the hope of you. You will not come and publish his name, but it will be within himself and the government. So that is what I want to keep in this morning.
Thank you, my brother Konyawote. Thank you for your word. And these things you are saying is just like things that have already been applied in this new government. You know, we are, I can say before, we are running an organization and it was just a listen, but now that we're in a full government, that is why we're full, so many dissolving that is happening and things that are happening, it can never be like before again. We are now following procedures to build institutions the way it's supposed to be. As for consequence of those who are betraying and those who are going to betray in time to come, already the Secretary for Justice is already taking, that thing is in their office and they are already taking action. As for the word of the so-called, what do they call him? The lobbyist that have decided to pinch him, tempt on the person he believes is his paymaster. That one is a very small issue. And let everybody not forget that the Biafran government has a lawyer. Biafran government has a lawyer, Levy, that he has been standing for Biafran government. He was in our meeting the other time we had a conference meeting that was televised. He was there with the Deputy Prime Minister. And that man has also been able to interpret all this that is going on and all the rubbish that is happening. And one question that Biafrans should ask themselves, even if the employed lobbyist is confused, why wouldn't he consult the lawyer of the firm he's employed to work for and find out what is happening, since he claimed not to know? But unfortunately, just as I said yesterday, there are fraudulent people everywhere. You always find them everywhere. There's no way you can run away from them. They will always be there. In terms of signing agreement, these people that are fighting today, they signed a contract. I think that contract has been released. Most of them have been seeing the content of the contract. They signed a contract. Every one of them that is talking trash today signed a contract, and the contract is in the public. But today they went away from the content of that contract and they're doing a different thing. The most important thing is facing justice. And today, the Justice Department, under the Secretary of Justice today, is taking a legal action. And in time to come, you're going to be hearing results. That it is not, we don't have to be fighting all this on social media and talking about it. It is better we follow it gradually and silently. While we wait for our Prime Minister, Mazisa Monepa, to show up very soon, a lot of things are going to happen. Legal action will be taken against all, because many of them that are doing this nonsense today, they signed an agreement. That agreement they signed. But going forward, as you said, the government of Biafra is becoming much careful than ever. Today, there are so many procedures you have to go through before you can be able to work for the government or be able to. There are a lot of screening that people have to go through. There is an employment department, the department in the government today that's in charge of employment. So whichever area you're going to be employed, in the government of Biafra to participate or work, no matter what the service it is, you will be screened properly. You will be properly screened. That department now has been established. So today we are in a government, unlike before, when people just come in from maybe you just come, Biafrans, out of emotion, we just embrace you, and before you know it, the person will climb and climb and climb and climb and get to a point where he begins to cause damages. And this is exactly what is happening. Our Biafran people, we are so emotional. When it comes to the issue of Biafra, we are easily deceived. Every one of us, we are easily deceived. Sometimes we ignore important issues. We ignore important issues because of some certain gifts or minor things that we see outward. But it won't happen again. It won't happen again. In this government now, every procedure has to be followed. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who employed you or who introduced you or through whom you come. You must pass through the process of screening. Everybody must go through that process of screening. That is the new way we are following now. And nothing, nobody can escape it. And those who think they are doing damages today, they are doing it against themselves. And in no distance time, we will see result. As for those who will come to tell you, why are you doing this? Why are you not doing this? Why do you allow your people to do this? Those who come and laugh at you, don't pay attention to those ones. We should not give ears to them or pay attention to them. We must not pay attention to those idiots. Anybody that is coming to laugh at you or tell you, oh, look at what is happening, what is not. There is nothing that is happening in this struggle today that has not happened in any other place. Worse things are happening in other regions, more than in the Biafra issue. Every other group that have fought for their independence or fought for their freedom have encountered this kind of problem at one time or the other. Even they came across worse issues than this. Many of them have encountered worse issues than this. But when it comes to the issue of Biafra, because so much is expected of us, people begin to blow it out of proportion as if it's something that's happening, something that has not happened anywhere in the world. And the people that will come to say they are laughing at you are people who has nothing to offer. Just like somebody in the DOS to come in to tell you, oh, look at you people now are fighting here. This is arrant nonsense of distraction that you don't have to pay attention to. For me, I don't pay attention to them, neither do I even I don't respond to their messages. When I post my videos, they write on the comment section. I don't listen to them, I don't respond. If I like, I block them. Sometimes I don't just block them, I leave them and let them go. When you don't respond to them, they will filter away. The truth will always remain the truth. We must not get distracted. We must not be too emotional on this issue. There are certain things that, no matter how careful you are, these people will always creep in at one time or the other. Out of the 12 that Christ had, within 12, only 12, within 12 that Christ can see, he sees them almost every minute, every second. Even for the fact that he is very close to them and he sees them. Yet, one person still have that confidence to betray. Then you can imagine, out of 70 million, how many 12 are in 70 million and how many Judas will you see that 70 million? Then you understand what we are facing. There is no way you can escape this, but we will try as much as possible to block all the... And already, the government is doing amazingly well. The government... That is why when you see the changes that are coming, people will shout, they will shout. People who doesn't know what it takes to form a government will begin to complain. But that will not distract us from doing the right thing. It will never distract us. We will continue to pursue the right path and consider the right thing until we go to the destination where we are going. We must not allow any distraction from that. And when they try to talk to you, to talk down on you, to make you weakened or to make you look as if you don't know what you're doing, don't pay attention to them. Ignore them and move ahead. I can understand how many Biafrans feel. I can understand your feelings. Each and every one of us feel that same way, but you must not make your enemy to know that he holds something that is dear to your heart in his hands. Once you begin to make your enemy feel that he holds something that is so dear to you, he will fight you with everything he has and make sure that you go down. And he will never let you. Once you begin to make your enemy feel. So sometimes when we see these issues, we just ignore it and pretend it's not existing. That is what we have to be doing. I urge every Biafran to stand strong and never give up, because we are heading somewhere and our freedom will definitely come. We are fighting for recognition. Today, when you see the angle you are going today, you see the attack today is on the recognition of Biafra. The attack they are focused today is on that recognition. That is what they are attacking. And that is why they went to the extent of going into that very lobby. But I want to tell everybody, the Biafran government don't have only one lobbyist. Mazi Simon Ekpa employed many lobbyists on behalf of the Biafran government. This one that is speaking is just one. Not just lobbyists, we have many lawyers in the United States that are speaking for Biafra and lobbying for Biafra. So sometimes when you see this one coming, some people will just get weak and think it's just this very one. Even he himself know that he's out already. That is why if you read the letter that letter he wrote, read it properly, you will see where he was threatening. He was threatening that nobody is going to sack him because it was Mazi Simon that signed his agreement personally. And this idiot forgot that Mazi Simon is the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. And he is standing in for the United States. That office of the Prime Minister, somebody is minding that office. He has made somebody a surrogate, and that person has the right to fire you. He's very much aware of that. That was why he was threatening in that his message. He said nobody can fire him. If anybody tampers with the contract, that person is going to face a civil consequence. But we are not dumb. The government of Biafra is smarter than all those idiots. And in a due time, you are going to be hearing results coming from east, from west, from north, and south. The Secretary for Justice is doing what she has to do. And she's putting things in order. Very soon, you are going to hear issues. Don't get distracted. Don't get worked up. Forget about those who will come and trade and say, oh, look at what is happening. There is nothing that is happening in Biafra issue today that is not happening in other places. Worse things are happening in other freedom-fighting organizations. Our own is not, only that they are expecting much from us. And we are managing our issues. And we will definitely overcome the challenges. Thank you so much for joining me. Azubike Obona, are you there? If you're there, speak to us. Let's hear from you. Yeah. Azubike Obona. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Good morning, brothers.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, I can see how they are fighting COS, trying to destroy what our Prime Minister are putting in place. But I just want to ask, does United States of Biafra have institution of justice?
Yes, we
because
do.
I think all these people that are doing all this manner of nonsense and rubbish, I don't think they will go free from all these things they are doing.
They will not. The Secretary of Justice is already on it. The institution is already on it. The department is already going on it. You are going to hear the information, the update when it comes.
Why I asking so, this should be an example for each and every one of Biafra living inside and living outside. Okay, if we never show these people example, they will not know that the government are very, very serious. Because I can't see why the Prime Minister are putting everything in order for Biafra to be fully restored, and people are kicking it out because of one thing or the other. What the Nigerian government have given them, something of that nature. It doesn't happen. No. Instead, anywhere, any country they are, they should be bringing them down or taking them to jail, right into the government of that country, because now we are a nation. Because all this nonsense, lobby, no lobby, is what we call is conspiracy with the Ogenkere and Co. They are the one that doing all this sort of thing, saying that our PM can never give them the Afro, and the COS can never be the deputy prime minister, which is very bad. If we are seeing all these things, it doesn't give us courage. Look at the brother at the fire. At the beginning, they started. At the end, they start to destroy what they have already put in place. What kind of balance is that?
That's human being for you.
If you on a why I want to sign country on a why we can't go myself. I just now go in the other countries tax and I just like I can make over there. And India never conspired all the whole men on the ground. So no how they're using, no how they're cooking, no how they're everything. This is very bad. It's very bad, brother. I like a meaning and keep it on, keep it on. At the end, God will reward you.
Thank you, my brother.
Biafran government as a whole will reward you. Continue doing your good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. It is something that is expected. That's why I tell Biafrans, sometimes when you see them release some information, don't rush, just calm down and listen. It's just like the letter that very what do they call him, the lobbyist wrote. Take your time and read that letter properly. You will see the undertone of that letter. In that letter, this very man who claimed to be a lobbyist, said that the only man who penned his signature on their contract is Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister. And it is the right of the Prime Minister to sign that very contract. Then he was there. Mazi Simon Ekpa did not employ him for himself. That contract was signed on behalf of Biafra, Republic of in Exile.
Yes.
And this man was in Finland the very day the United States of Biafra was declared.
Yes.
He was standing there, he was sitting, and the Deputy Prime Minister read the speech and he said, on behalf of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, from today, being 29th of November, 2024, we cease to be Brigi, we become the United States of Biafra.
Yes.
He was there. He saw the Deputy Prime Minister pen down her signature. In the Constitution of Biafra that was released, he saw the Deputy Prime Minister pen down her signature. In that declaration document, he was there and he saw her pen down her signature. The whole world saw it on video. Today, you claim to be a lobbyist. If this man goes to the office in DC to represent Biafra, what are you going to promote? Who are you going to tell them to recognize? Are you going to tell them to recognize Brigi or to recognize the United States of Biafra? That is the question. Even when he admitted that the signature that is on his contract is not with Okere, it is not with Okere. Okere was only dedicated, assigned to that, to go and meet him and discuss with him.
Yes.
That was the assignment that was given to him. The assignment, the contract he signed was with the Biafran government, which this Prime Minister penned down his signature. And now, this idiot forgot to know how government is functioning. Okay, let's assume that today, our Prime Minister is no more, God forbid. Does it mean that the Biafran government cannot be able to take charge of their contracts, resign it, and sign those they're going to sign?
Why not?
But you see what he was writing. And when you look at the write-up he wrote, at the middle of the write-up, he began to threaten. He said, nobody can take away my contract. If you take away my contract, there will be a civil lawsuit. That statement, he was writing it to the Deputy Prime Minister because he knows that she has the right to take him away.
Yes. Yes.
And he was trying to threaten on that very program. You know, these people, it is very easy and cheap to know their life. It's just like the video they released. The video they released, they wanted to show the world that Mazi Simon Ekpa said that the Deputy Prime Minister cannot take decision in his absence. But when you watch the full video and the content, you see from the beginning, you saw where Mazi Simon Ekpa was threatening to sack them. You saw where Mazi Simon Ekpa made a statement and say he is just managing some of them because of the effort they have put in. He doesn't want to take anybody out. That we should manage it until we get to where we are going. And when you listen fully, you see that place, the attack was just on Mazi Simon Ekpa and the Deputy Prime Minister. They were all attacking them. One of the women there abused our Prime Minister face to face and told him insulted our Prime Minister face to face on that video that they released. They were the one that released it. And people are asking questions. This was a cabinet meeting that is not supposed to come outside. A secret cabinet meeting. Somebody among them recorded it with his camera and released it. Is that not acting? The person they are projecting today have double name. And this idiot who called himself a lobbyist, you are projecting somebody with a fake name. Even the name he wrote on that Twitter, on that message, a fake name. When he's going to DC to go and represent Biafra, is he going to tell us Ogenkere or Augustus is going to present? Who is going to present? Which name is he going to present in that place? he is not even qualified to mention Biafra any place he goes. And I believe the Secretary of Justice today is preparing, and what he has cooked for himself, he is going to eat it and eat it in full.
No, who is behind all this nonsense that Ogekere they are doing? Who is sponsoring them? Is it the Biafrans?
It's not a rocket science. We know the people we are facing. We know where the challenges we are. We know that the zoo is not resting. The zoo will always throw their bomb, and they will always strike at any given point in time. If you make yourself a willing tool, you will always be used. That is the thing. You will be used. So who is sponsoring them? We know where their sponsorships are coming, and we don't care. What matters now is for us to protect our Biafra and continue to seek for recognition and make sure that Biafra is restored in the homeland fully.
What I'm going to tell all the whole Biafrans all over the world, everybody should join hand and support COS Ngozi because she is the capable hand at this particular moment. Support her in any means because we are tired to be slaves. We are tired of this suffering that we are going through every day by day. See our brothers and women, they are all over the world, spreading all over the world. In Gakwazena East now, we have few of them. Everybody, I was saying the Biafrans in outside country now, there are many. They are bigger than the world that is inside. And somebody have sacrificed himself to give us that same Biafra. And they are now coming out to trying to to distract the attention of the people. COS is after Prime Minister. After Prime Minister, COS is in charge, is the commander of everything and has right to remove anybody that does nonsense. Anybody. Because it's our Prime Minister that put her there. It's not himself that make herself Deputy Prime Minister. And the work she's doing it better. That woman doesn't fear anybody. I love that woman so much. I love that woman so much. It doesn't fear anything.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother Azubike. I appreciate you for that contribution. Let us allow my fellow comrade and beloved brother to go ahead and speak to us. Biafra the first, my beloved brother. Go ahead and speak to us. Unmute yourself. Our admin on I think admin on Arizona or Indiana or so. Can you hear me? Go ahead and speak to us.
Hello, Biafrans.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
I can hear you. All right. Thank you. There's been a lot of noise at the background. I don't know what is going on. So, but yeah. Maybe I should let me check something from my end. I will come back.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I don't like the backfiring word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. I will come back.
Okay. So I can, my brother Gregory, go ahead and speak to us. Gregory, you're welcome. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, my brother Jews. Good morning and good morning to all our comrades in the house.
Good morning.
Happy New Year again.
Same to you.
My brother, just to add some words on what he has been preaching this morning. You know, when Christ was preaching, a lot of people wanted to follow him. Some said, please let me go and bury my father before I will come back. And he looked at them and said, leave the dead and let the dead bury the dead. So leave all those Nnamdi Kanu siblings with Nigerian politicians. He's telling us that he reached agreement So which kind of agreement will you go to reach with the Tinubu's son and Tinubu that Nnamdi Kanu will be released?
What
is he stupid? He only went to make money, nothing more. That is a fact. So it's a very, 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 very big shame. It's just like the DOS making agreement with the governors to release ESN. And later DK doesn't come and tell us that they disappointed them. They think that they have won.
Exactly.
These are the dead. So they're supposed to go and die with their dead. We are moving forward. Christ said, when you move, you don't look back. So that is what we are doing. So on the issue of the lobbyist, you know, I'm the person that asked that question. Does it mean that the lobbyist doesn't have contact with Simon Ekpan's lawyer? So if the man we are confused, he would have called the lawyer and inquired to know if what our deputy PM is doing is right, or if Simon Ekpa is aware. But because the man has sold his conscience, and he came to threat that he will sue if he is sacked. So did you have? Is he a business lawyer to Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, or is he lobbying for the nation? Exactly. So I don't know. Maybe that man is not. I don't think the man is educated in anywhere. They are lobbying for a nation, and this nation, the Prime Minister have cabinets, and the cabinets can make some decision. That's why they are cabinets.
Exactly.
And this lady wrote you. She wants to see you one-on-one again, so that the decision can be made. And he said he turned back and started writing rubbish that he.
We can't hear you anymore.
DPM is consigned.
Okay.
Okay, it's back again.
Okay, go ahead.
As long as our deputy PM is concerned, the man is sacked. The man wrote his sack letter himself, not the Biafran government. Yes. So he sacked himself. So he cannot work with us. That is the fact. So I don't think the man is. If the man cannot be sensible enough to know the right thing to do, and number one, he lied. He said he had been trying to bring the two parties together, which was lie. So I don't know why people must choose darkness. If the man had not been a dark man from the beginning, if the man were true Biafran and working for Biafran, and he was in what do you call it, in Finland, and he saw everything. He have seen the Biafra Jata. He saw the Biafra Constitution now, and he saw the declaration. And that is the documents that the man he will be using to go to any country he wants to lobby for.
Exactly.
He's not going there to tell them about Interim or Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. He's going there to tell them these people are nation, they have constitution, they have this and this, that. They will look at those constitutions, they will see somebody PM and people have signed those documents, and their names that are signed, that are documents, and these people are government. They will not be asking that the lawyer who is who signed your contract. They're not saying bring us. Nobody will ask him bring us the contract you signed with these people. What they will ask is the document that makes these people a nation. You know. So the man he makes up himself. So let him go to hell. That is the thing. So we are moving forward. God bless you, and let other Biafrans to speak. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Gregory. I appreciate you. Yeah, welcome back, my fellow comrade. Go ahead and speak. I hope you're clear now.
I'm good now. Good morning. All Biafrans all over the world. Good morning from my end.
Good morning. You're welcome.
And I say, God, we keep the United States of Biafra. And I say also that God, we keep our COAs, Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, I say that God will keep and protect all the media personnel of United States of Biafra. I love to mention that name. It's just that I'm surprised that some people are still talking about Biafra Republic government in exile. I wonder what they went to Finland to do.
I don't know.
If they are still talking about Biafra Republic government in exile, I wanna, it touches my brain. Why did you go to Finland? And it surprised me the more that the guy I respect, that is called, what is that his name? Elias. I mean, like, what is going on? It's like this thing have a spirit. You know, greedy has a spirit.
Yeah.
You know, love of money is a spirit.
Of course.
You know, any kind of attitude you see in a human being is a spirit, but people doesn't know. I begin to understand why somebody said that if you want to know what somebody eat, cause the person to choke. Once the person choke, he is going to come up with what he ate. If he ate rice, you will not see beans when he is being choked. What you are going to see is that rice that the person ate. So now what we are seeing in Elias, Regolis or Ragolis, whatever is that name. What I'm seeing in him now is the real him, and that is what he ate. We're seeing covetousness. We're seeing love of money. We are seeing greediness. And I am very, 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 very disappointed in him. And Biafrans should also be disappointed in him. I am more disappointed in him because I saw him in Finland.
Yes.
He went to Finland. He followed everything that happens in Finland. Though there has been an accusation from our Deputy Prime Minister how he wanted to distract her.
That is true.
She overcome her distraction. And for him to try to distract our Deputy Prime Minister, what is actually going on in his mind? Why? That means there has been a plan, because you can now put one and one together and you get the dot of the kind of picture we saw where Ogenkere and some of her cohort were sitting in that Finland, while other Biafrans are rejoicing, being happy that Biafra has come. Their faces were looking like wicked masquerades.
Yes, I saw it.
Yes. So when you look at them there, you now put the dot of the action and the letter that this Elias wrote.
And for the record, Biafran government paid for that Elias flight. We paid for the Elias flight, and when he was coming, he flew in together with Ogenkere. Two of them went to Germany together. From Germany, they flew in together to that very convention. For the record.
But I want to let you know here that the Biafran government paid for that flight.
Exactly.
I want you to know that Chief Ogenkere will claim the payment of that money. He will Elias believe that this
He's
money,
the one
I
that
am
paid.
the one that are paying it because I'm the one that are sponsoring Biafra.
That is it.
Is the narrative
You are, you are getting it correct.
that Chief Ogenkere is playing, is projecting there. But like I'm saying, I am very disappointed on the man, and I want Biafrans all over the world to believe and to agree with me that the United States of Biafra are not idiots.
Yes.
It's a government, established government. On that nonsense letter he wrote, somebody said here that, yeah, actually that letter is a sack letter. I agree with that. Having seen whatever that happened in Finland, and he came up to write this kind of letter, have told you everything you need to know. It's a coup. They decided to make a coup. But I am looking at him that he's not intelligent enough.
He's not.
Because if he is intelligent enough, he will never come out to write this kind of letter. He would have gone to receive counsel. You know, people would have counseled him on the step to take. I wonder where he was making this wonderful, peaceful move he claimed that he was making. I wonder how he would have been making this move, and our deputy prime minister will not listen to him, and maybe Ogenkere will not listen to it. He is just sounding like Ogenkere.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it. He's just sounding like Ogenkere. Ogenkere will claim that I wanted to call meeting like his cohort. Akbarawa was saying that he called meeting and nobody answered him. He called meeting up to 5 times. 1 week before Finland, you call meeting 5 times. Maybe he's been calling the meeting 2 times a day and nobody answered him. I mean, you see how people tell lies. So that is the same way that this very man now called Elias.
And that is a big lie. He never called any meeting and has no right to call meeting. The only person that has the right to call meeting, which their own video testified, Mazi Samoneko in that video release said that the only person that has the right to officiate in any function is the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. She's the one that had the right to call meeting. And she called that meeting more than up to 5 times.
Yeah.
I was in the cabinet. I saw the meetings. I was in the meetings. They never attended. One of those meetings, Vam entered that meeting and he only caused problem and began to insult the Deputy Prime Minister.
Yeah. Yeah, that is actually the people. It's one of the people I'm very, very much disappointed about. But like I'm still on this very guy called Lagoris Elias. This man, I believe that he knew that the Biafran government, even whether in exile or whether in United States of Biafra, that they have a lawyer.
Absolutely.
They have a legal personnel there that have been standing for them, both in Biafra Republic government in exile and in United States of Biafra. Why didn't he go to him to ask questions? Oh, how do I do this? What is going to happen now? Instead, he come up to threaten us as if we are cowards.
I wonder.
As if because he said that if any person trying to remove him, that he's going to attract legal whatever is going to attract. I mean, like as if Mazi, our prime minister is Biafra. Our prime minister is not Biafra. Yeah, he represents us and he signed the document, but he is not the Biafra. The Biafra will follow their constitution.
Absolutely.
And if you breach it, the constitution will come after you. Because we are now a nation. So I want to let Elias know that he's on his way out. Whatever he's doing will not work. And we are not afraid of your threatening. With you and your threatening, you will do nothing. The Ogenkere, it doesn't matter how much he will give to you, all of you will lose. Let us be patient. Sometimes we beat and show how impatient we are. That is why most of us are talking and said like they want it now. They want it now. Yeah, things doesn't work that way. If we want to get it right, He must follow due process. Even if here in America, if you commit a crime, they are not going to just throw you straight in the jail.
No.
It's going to take some process. A whole America will take processes, sending you letter, inviting you to court, doing all that. You come and stand and you take, it takes time. Sometimes it can take even 1 year, 2 years before they will finalize it and you will see the result. You go to jail. So let us not think that it's going to be, let us not think that it's going to be just now. I believe that the lawyer of United States of Biafra, first of all, Biafra government in exile, because I don't think that we have changed the lawyer here. It's still the same woman that have been standing for us.
Dr. Levy is
now that in Biafra Republic government in exile, she is still the lawyer we have now. I think
yes,
she was
Dr. Levy.
She's our justice, right?
Yes.
Good. So we don't have any problem, and I don't believe that she will go sleep without following the due process. She's exposed. She's here in America, I think, so she knows what she's going to do. But let us not, begin to holler on her or shout on her as if you want it. No. Let the due process take place. They will answer to what they have done. And
Yes.
as for the what is her name? The person you were showing before on Nigeria television.
Okay.
The journalist, our sister. What he was showing there, is disappointing as well.
Voice of the people.
The Nandekano brothers case.
Yes, in the Nandekano brothers case, I mean, coming out to tell us that he agreed with Sheri Tinubu how to release Nnamdi Kanu after the father won election.
After the support election, they should not
support the election and the father won. They will release Nnamdi Kanu straight. That means that, and according to our brother, he said that our prime minister, our spirit leader, agreed to that very.
Agreed.
That is the indirect indictment, my brother.
Indictment, absolutely. Mad people.
Indirect indictment to our leader, and I want to tell you, and I want to tell Nigerians, whosoever that care to know, that kind of thing didn't happen.
Never.
He's just using it to make a name and to get money.
Yes.
Our leader will never come to that.
Will never consent to that nonsense. He will
never consent to that. That is what I want both the medias in Nigeria and whosoever that cares to know, to understand that such thing is a frame up. It's a way of indicting his brother, thinking that we will not understand it. It's a coded way of indicting his brother, because it all means that whatever that is happening in the Southeast now is because of the fail and the not agreement, obeying the agreement. That is what he's saying indirectly.
Yes.
That how hot the Southeast and insecurity in the Southeast is based on because you did not obey, releasing Nnamdi Kanu according to the agreement. But I tell you, it is not true. Biafran, don't believe that very fallacy. Don't believe it.
No,
it is not true.
No time that man loves Nnamdi Kanu. That's his brother. No time.
He doesn't love his brother. He doesn't love him. And only God will judge him. And not only God will judge him. Biafra government will also, the United States of Biafra, he will answer in the court of United States of Biafra very, very soon. That I believe. Then please, Biafrans, I'm also calling you with my own voice that you will come for fundraising today. Very, very important.
Very important.
Very, very important. And you know where we are donating now? That is in www.newdimensionmandate. And there, once you go in there, you will see the scroll down and you see donate here, and you click it so you donate your money. Don't donate any other place. We have many reasons why we shouldn't donate any other place, because the one that have been donated already was not accounted for. So we have no right to go to another place than this website I just mentioned now until our United States of Biafra website is completely, good to go. Yes. And I believe that when it is good to go, the government will let us know. Also calling the people in the state of Indiana to come up and clear the face of Indiana state, come up and donate to what we are doing, so that the name of Indiana will continue to ring bell to the whole Biafrans all over the world. That is what I'm asking you for. If you want my number, you can get my number from my brother here, Habat Channel. He has my number. And I'm also asking Habat Channel to Survivor. This very channel I'm using to call you now is a new channel I just opened. I want you to help me to announce it. I want you to tell Biafrans to go and subscribe to me, like it and share it. I will be sharing messages from there, while I will still have to contact you to guide me on one or two things to do, so that I will become professional like you too. And I also want to...
Is that Biafra, the Rising Sun, huh?
Exactly, sir.
Okay.
So that is a new channel. I just made broadcast there this evening in my little way. And I will be coming up there because it is very necessary, seeing that our media has been divided into two.
Very necessary. Anybody that can come in, come in.
Yeah, so this group have gone to the other way, and I don't want to go that way because it's not a good way for me. So we have to now start to stand out together to continue to do what we know how to do. Please mention that your phone number. I want to get it now, please, if you don't mind.
Let me get the line and call it.
Okay. Yes, so fellow Biafran, I love you all. As you are coming up to support what we are doing here, I pray that God will continue to support you as well, because He is a loving God.
Yeah, let me call the number +447.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. +447.
Yeah. 864. 397. 169.
169. Thank you so much. It's on WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, WhatsApp.
I will connect you from there, sir.
Okay, my brother.
God bless you so much.
Bless you much more. Please follow his platform, Biafra, the Rising Sun. Yes. Everyone in this program today, go and subscribe to him. This is a time for us to engage in a radical evangelism. Mazi Simon Ekpa told us about this time. He told us about this time that we prepare for radical evangelism. Go and follow Biafra, the Rising Sun. Everyone in this program, go and subscribe to Biafra, the Rising Sun. Very, very important. We must move this
Mazichi.
Yeah.
Mazichi. What about this guy that they call Biafra Unite? I'm not hearing of him.
Biafra Unite is not with us. He's not with us.
Thank you.
He's not with us.
Thank you. Because I called him. I called him many times.
He's not with us. Time has gone when people are hiding under. You hide under one thing, disguise yourself. We are not part of that anymore. If you want to, if you come and in the night, you talk about Nigeria. You speak with Biafra in the morning, you hide under the keyboard and you do the different thing. There is no time for that. We have many of our brothers in Biafra land who are broadcasting and we can see them. So anybody that is trying to cover himself or hide himself somewhere, Biafra Unite is not with us. He is not with us, and he has shown the kind of person he is. He has done it before. He was one of the people that attacked Mazi Simon Ekpa before. He disappeared again. He was like, just like what do you call Van. He did the same thing before. And today, they are the same people still fighting Mazi Simon Ekpa today. The same people. So he's not with us.
Okay. I can
Thank you
see.
so much. Let's allow my beloved brother Maxwell. I can see you there. My brother Max, go ahead and speak to us, bro Max.
Thank you so much. Ezimoto Namoche, Mazuchuk, survival. Good morning.
Excuse me. Hold on, my bro Max. My brother Indiana admin. Can you put your link on the comment section? The link to your YouTube channel. Put your link on the comment section so that people can easily click on the link and get the channel.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, just get the link and put it on the comment section so that people can just tap into it and get into your channel.
Okay, so let me see.
Go ahead, my brother Max.
Thank you. I salute every one of you that has found time to come out here today to support, everything that has to do with my mother's ancestral land, which is the United States of Biafra. Those in the comment section, my co-panelists here has said, never allow your own to spoil. May God continue to bless each and every one of you for the great work that you are doing. It is a very tedious one. It's a very, strong one indeed for us to do. But as long as Chukwu Kikabiama is with us, that load, that earthly load that is as heavy as the whole universe will be made light by not only by Chukwu Kikabiama alone. So do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of what a mere mortal will do. That is the characteristics of a mere mortal. Where he or she does not benefit, where he or she, cannot benefit, they find one way or the other to scuttle it in order to rise above their colleagues. That's exactly what you see happening today. And before I go on, I will always do as it is in my tradition to pitch my tent on the side of the CSO, the great daughter of Biafra land,
COS,
a brave woman, Ngozi, Dr. NgoziOrabueze, who the mantle of leadership has fallen under her legs. We must support her in everything. Where she is falling, we must join hands together to raise him up, to raise her up. Our Igbo people, where I was brought up, says, "I have Ronyowa. I have wrote to onye in Ngwa dialect, please forgive me because it is Ngwa dialect that I was brought up in. I have wrote to onye. When you leave a big problem for one person, that problem is going to kill that person. In this case, we must join hands to support him. Wherever she is having difficulties, we must be there to support him. Where she is being criticized innocently, without no fault, we must be there to support him. I have been criticized also from the other side, how I have become evil, that they trusted me and I betrayed them, that I've one man went to a certain extent to tell me that Pastor Van supported me to give me opportunity to speak on his platform and so on and so forth, but never knew that I was that much evil. You see, so, and I blessed him. I blessed him. If I am evil, let the spirit of my mother's ancestral land that saw me, that fed me, and kept me alive for 32 years I spent there, being able to survive in 5 different wars under Nigerian military, and so on and so forth, judge you. So that is what if I am doing the wrong thing, let the spirit of the Biafran people, those that are alive and those that have given up the ghost through this struggle judge me as well. And they will also pass justice, between me and those 3 people that have attacked me seriously on the space, and so on and so forth. I'm not scared. I have thick skin. If I don't have thick skin, I will not be able to survive 18 years in the Nigerian army, being someone who comes from, Igbo extraction, serving in a very hostile environment called the Nigerian army. You bear me witness what our people are going through there, how they are treating them, where they are posting them, the most dangerous places. That is where they will post them to go and buy. That is what is going on. And I'm still wondering if it is because of the money that they are paying them, my comrades are still there. I do not know, but time will tell. The distraction of, coming from left, right, and center must be ignored. When you are doing something and nobody's attacking you, know that what you are doing is not the right thing. When people are attacking you for what you believe in, my brothers and sisters, continue to do it as long as you are convinced that you are not trampling on any person's, legs. What you are seeing today manifesting, you don't need to be surprised about it. I never knew that he had one time in the past committed the same thing and was forgiven. It was Alex O. I personally call Alex O to please calm down. Where we are making a medicine that is going to go into the eyes, Massachusetts, we are not going to add pepper into it. But as it is said in Igbo adage, no matter how hot the fire is under the anus of a tortoise, that tortoise will never change its steps. Let me speak it in Igbo too, to tell you people that I am very, very abreast with Igbo adage and how it is spoken in my mother's ancestral language or dialect. Otowu no sokwara oku di oku n'ike nna nnabe ọ gaghị agbanwe iche ya.
Mba.
Otu ọ na-agakwa to points. I am having challenges here. Mazichus, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I think it's breaking up.
Yes, I saw it. I'm having small challenges here too. That is how it is. No matter how you cure epilepsy or Biafra, it will still shake. This is what we are experiencing today. Don't be afraid of what is happening. These are things that are bound to happen. The only thing I pray to every great son and daughter of United States of Biafra is be courageous. Pick up the armor of God. That is truth. Biafra, and fight along with it. We must pray, no matter how small our equipments are. Let's just try. Chukwokika Biama is going to manifest into it and make it be like that stone that David, his anointed one, used to buy a giant from the Philistine origin that was about to destroy them. The same plan is what is going on today, especially from those that we started this race with. And I'm here to tell you as Yokene that they would never succeed in what God has ordained. They will never succeed to thwart what God has ordained, the freedom of the United States of Biafra, my mother's ancestral land, is assured by Chukwu Okike Abiama. All what we are passing through today is just a temporary stage of attacks. After this, it will fizzle out and you will see the real gold will appear, which you are going to enjoy. I will also enjoy. And I wish that I would be alive to witness that great city, that great land, that great nation, made up of different dialects of Igbo extractions, coming together to sing their lost song in their own land. Do not be afraid of the distractions that are coming. Money, they say, the Bible says, is the root of all evil. You will never know the attitude of a man until there is enormous money in his hands or power. You will see the type of person that you are working with. And this is what has happened. We must not allow it to sway us out of the course that we have chosen, the course of truth and the restoration of the Biafran country or nation. I thank you all. And as you do everything, Mazuchuk, I'm not going to stay long because I have a family meeting that I have to attend once I end here right now. What I would tell you all is prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Wherever the angel of God gather, the children of God gather, the enemy is not far away from there. If you remember this, then we will know how to thrive in the midst of these serpents that have surrounded us. But don't be afraid that Chukwu Okike Abiama is with us, and we will prevail over all these serpents that has opened their fangs to sting us. They will not succeed. I am not pure. I am talking to you as you are Wawa. I am talking to you as you Okene. I am talking to you as someone that shared the genes of the Igbo people in him. And I am here to encourage you to stand strong, because the paths that we have taken, the path of freedom, has never been easy for all the people that have gone through it. So many lost their life in it, and those that succeeded are today singing, joyous songs, happy with what they have done, and bequeath them to their generation that are coming after them. Be courageous, my people. I love you all, and on behalf of my family and the entire ethnic group of Mole Dagbon in Upper East region, and my own father's tribe or dialect that we speak, the Kusasi people, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to bless every one of you and make you stronger in this 2025 to face the diplomatic challenges that are going to, face us. Get stronger and be courageous, and we will be fruitful. We will win at last. I thank you all for having me and giving me this privilege to speak the way I have spoken. May Chukwu Okike Abiama bless all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution you just made. And equally, I didn't know I'm going to spend this much time. I wanted to spend just 2 hours and then go, because of the fundraising that is coming in the evening, so that I can allow Biafrans to prepare themselves, and also we prepare ourselves and come on the fundraising, the very fundraising of the year. So, but now that we have been able to spend almost 3 hours, we will try to round it up. And I saw a message on the comment section. Somebody, Obuji is suggesting that he's asking. He said in the comment, let me just read the comment before I say what I want to say. In that comment, Obuji said, you people made a very big mistake, including Prime Minister and Mazen Nandekano. Why you people don't take blood oath? You Igbos like money. If had it been that they took blood oath, there will be no criminal among them. You don't know what you're saying. Obuji, maybe you, I don't know where you're getting this, your own idea from. Whether you take blood oath or you don't take blood oath, anybody who wants to be a criminal will be a criminal. Saboutuers will always be there. With or without blood oath, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. Go ahead, my brother Maxwell. Go ahead. I think you want to say something.
It's a for those of us, even in the olden days, because where the family I was brought up in, I told you before, Massachusetts, that my stepfather worshipped the deity they call Osu. Osu deity. He is the custodian of Osu deity. And not the one they use to destroy people, which is the caste system. No, not that one. The Osu deity. He was the custodian of Osu deity of the Ngwa land, part of Amoma in Ngwa land. And I told you that Amoma people, that the one you see today in Ngwa land, are from Amomara in Mbise. Since I have the blood of the Amomara people in Ngwa land, Aba State, I will not marry any lady from Amomara in Mbise. That is where our people migrated from before they now settle in a place that they call the Fundraising now in Ngwa land. And when you look at the dialect also, that as they migrated from Amomara down to Aba, Ngwaland, their dialect changed. You see how Amomara and their dialect, you see, that is the dialect. But when you come to the Ngwaland too, is is the same thing, but just that dialectical difference there. You see, people took blood oath in the past and they disobeyed it, nothing happened to them.
Of course, thousands of people.
Criminals and armed robbers take blood oath. They go in there after maybe they have so much wealth that they have gathered, the loot they have gathered, they kill one of their own, they fire and carry the oath and nothing happens to them. Your conscience, you have a soul in you. Your soul, there is nothing that is going to torment you more than your conscience, that your soul. That is what is in you that is going to torment you. In fact, you will be running when nobody is chasing you. It is stronger. It is stronger than blood. What is in blood? Who killed the blood? Who sprayed it? Who spoke on it? It's a spoken word, but your soul, your conscience in you will continue to kill you while you are alive. If you like, go and check all the people that betrayed their brothers. Check from the Civil War, Biafran War, the Azekas, Opad. Where are they? Where are they today? Where are the children? Learn from those things, not blood oath. Blood oath has no meaning. It has nothing on anybody because you, our people in Igbo land say, are you not the one that is, conjoining it, speaking to it? The day you say you will not do it, what will happen? You can even set it alight. Because even my stepfather, when he repented, he set all those things alight and rebaptized. So that was what happened. What happened to him? Nothing happened to him. Your conscience is that oath. When you open your mouth and agree with, let's say I open my mouth and agree with truth. I say this I will not do. And you know it. There is what they call unsana. Unsoana. Before the 10 commandments were given to us, there is what they call Unsoana. You know it. You took it from Chukwokika Abiyama. Don't envy. Don't buy. Don't covet. And the rest of them. These are Unsoana. So it is not blood oath that is going to save you. If you go to Benin Republic, are they not committing corruption and this in there? They swear with Python. Them too, they swear with Python because I have been there during my military career. I've been there. I've seen how they do their own. Even if you come to Ghana here, there's a place they call, what do they call itself? Antoa Shrine. People go there. After going there, they will still come back and do what they want to do. Look, let me tell you, you control those things. When God, Chukwokika Abiyama, created you in his own image, what do you think that he did? He gave you power to do and undo. He gave you power to do everything that is right. And once you begin to do them, and in a very truthful manner, you will see the actions of God. God created you and made you bigger than the angels. The angels are your servants, your messengers that you can send. So blood oath has nothing to do with a person, the image, spiritual image, creation of God. Thank you. That is all I have to say.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for that input. I appreciate you for that very contribution. And fellow Biafran that are watching anywhere you're watching us from, we are going to be rounding up now so that I can attend to other things and prepare also. And you also have to prepare for the fundraising. Every one of us has to be there. No excuse. This is the very first time for the year. We must have to come and support the best way we can. Anywhere you can. Remember, it is New Dimension mandate. That is where you make your donation. Put your money where your mouth is. If we talk from here tomorrow, money can solve the problem. All this is we are talking about the recognition. It needs money for us to recognize. You need money. In restoration on the ground, our men on the ground, they need money. You know that our government is recruiting. As the recruitment is ongoing, we need to equip them. We need to equip them. And remember what our prime minister said, that after the declaration, it will be a different ballgame. We are going to go all out to defend our land. We might even go on offensive, not defense, but it takes money. Every one of us should get prepared and wake up. Don't go to sleep. Let us do what we have to do. So as we are rounding up, my beloved brother and comrade, I've just posted your link. My brother from Indiana, admin from admin, I posted the link already. So anybody that's here, please check that link that I posted. The link, you can see the link, the Biafra, the Rising Sun. Biafra, the Rising Sun. Or you just type Biafra, the Rising Sun. You will see it. Go there and follow that very channel. Very important. Every one of us must have to get involved in this radical evangelism. Nobody can do it alone. If it takes all of us to join, let everybody join and begin to speak. Because we must have to do it. Radical evangelism, that is where we are today. That time has come when we will not be silent, we speak. Go and follow Biafra, the Rising Sun. I have already shared the link on the comment section. You scroll down on the comment section, you're going to see where I put the link. If you're finding it difficult to see because it's a new channel, you will see the link I posted. I posted the link there. You just click on that link, it will take you straight into the platform and you subscribe. When you subscribe, you like the video and share it also. Others will subscribe. That is how we continue to connect and get to reach to everybody. It is very important. Nobody can do it alone. Every one of us have a role to play. If you know that one you can do it. And we will join and advertise that. Make sure that we are taking the lead. Go ahead, my beloved brother. Give us a closing remark as we round up.
Yeah, I just want to say, Biafrans, I appreciate you. Keep on doing what you know how to do. In this journey, we are all in it together. No going back. We will not leave you by the side. Don't leave us by the side. Together, we are going to celebrate in the land of rising sun called Biafra. United States of Biafra has come to stay. No going back. whether the zoo like it or not, Biafra has come to stay. And
Absolutely.
I want to let Biafra know that somehow, the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Musa and his men are gradually, living small, indirectly from Biafra land. And that is how they will continue to live until they're completely out of Biafra land. Don't expect them to just carry everything and run away. And as they are living, we will be watching and waiting. When they finally left, like, let me give Obi Zebarak as an example. When they left there and it's empty, we Biafrans are not going to go in there with speed. No. We have to go there carefully with our searching machine to know where they planted a lot of bombs, waiting that when we go in there, they will deteriorate it from wherever they are to destroy and kill us. You will not catch us, so we know more than you. So don't think that we are stupid. So as you are leaving, please leave. We don't want you anymore in our territories. Like we say, today is our fundraising. Please come in and encourage what Biafrans are doing. Thank you, my own brother, for posting that link. I also copied and posted it there too. So people must see it by the grace of God. It's not hidden there at all. And I don't know, what is our time difference, where you are and where I am? What is the time difference, sir?
Our time difference should be almost 12 hours or so.
Oh, up to 12 hours.
Over here now, it's about 15 minutes to 7 p.m.
Wonderful. It's then 12 hours then.
Yeah.
Because here is 15
you
minutes.
You are getting to your night in the morning now.
This is 15 minutes to 6.
Exactly. 12 hours.
Oh, is it South Korea?
Asia, not South Korea to be precise. Not South Korea, but Asia.
Oh. Because I know South Korea, South Korea and Nigeria have at least about 8 to 12 hours too.
Same thing. South Korea, all the Asian countries, the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, the reason I asked that is that I will be working on 12 hours so that I will know exactly the kind of time to call you.
Okay.
I will call you when I will disturb you. I will call you when you will be a free time, like the daytime when you are not sleeping.
Okay, sir.
So because I need to discuss with you for some guidance, okay?
It is well, sir.
God bless you, sir.
Bless you more.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And let's hear from our beloved brother, Gregory. We are closing. Give us your closing remark while we close up.
Yes, my brother, choose. Thank you for today, for your efforts and all that you are doing for the sake of Biafra. May God bless you.
Bless you more.
Yes. Number one, we will not forget today is the fundraising that people should come and whatever they have. These Biafrans that are in the government now are not the ones that will insult you, even if you bring 5 or 10 euros. It's something. A drop of water helps to make ocean.
Yes.
That is number one. Number two is this. My message goes to the Finland. They should know that still keeping our PM is a kind of indirectly keeping Biafra. So the earlier they release our PM, the more better for us. If they really truly love us, as they loved us before during the Nigerian Biafran War. So which we are still respecting them for that till today. So let them release our PM. Let them not follow up Nigerian delay tactics by keeping our PM to weaken the Biafrans, which they will not succeed. The time to weaken Biafra is no more. The time to go back is no more. They should know that. So if they really have anything kind of sympathy for Nigeria, which they're not supposed, because you cannot have sympathy for people who are killing innocent people, who are killing the poor masses, who are killing a particular tribe. You know, so there is not supposed to be any sympathy for a witch, because Nigeria is like a witchcraft. Suffer the witch not to live.
Yes.
The witch is what is ruling Nigeria. So the Finland should understand that the earlier they release their PM, if there is anything they want to, let them push the Nigerians to come into negotiating table. That is only where I expect them to tell Nigerians, let Nigerians come to the negotiating table, which our PM have been calling Nigerians to come up from Finland to come and be on the table for dialogue.
Absolutely.
So they should release our PM. He has not committed no single one offense. So they should release him and stop the delaying tactics. And they're coming to the people that is the day that we're supposed to leave them, let them go and bury themselves. So we don't go back. I heard today the criminal Tinubu is coming to Enugu State. So if Mba tell me a governor that his citizen or his tribe will be killed in a particular state, and this president is the one that make it happen, and to that topic he have not addressed it today. The Igbos they killed in Lagos election during the presidential and governorship election. That matter is just buried. Their shops burned, their business is destroyed, their house is destroyed and killed. And no governor stand on his feet to challenge Tinubu. Why was that not addressed, even as he assumed office as a president till today? And somebody is welcoming him to come and open, commission his mother. Let me not use bad words for anybody. Welcome him to come and commission evil in Igbo land. So I cannot just understand it, but God will judge every being according to their work from any time from now. So thank you, my brother, for your work, and continue. May God bless you and bless your family.
You see? Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that very input and the prayers. I appreciate every Biafran that have watched out and follows us. I say happy weekend to every one of you, and may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every Biafran that has participated on this program. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect you, secure you, give you more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Every one of us, please don't forget to join the fundraising today. Be part of the fundraising, and Chukwu Okike Abiama will bless you abundantly. I appreciate every one of you. I pray that we shall overcome. I pray for our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NgoziOrabueze. I pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Samaneba, and I pray for our Speaker, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for divine protection, for divine strength, for divine healing, for divine revelations. I pray that no evil that is formed against us shall prosper. No evil formed against our leaders shall prosper. I pray that we shall be an overcomer. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every one of us that have been able to join this platform today. Thank you so much for being with us. I will see you again during the fundraising. Make sure you are there. Don't miss it. And may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect us. Stay blessed and stay safe.
Two email addresses attached to that place. That is the only place you can send your email if you are interested in joining the Biafra security, military, defense force, and all that. Only through the email. There is no form for now that is out there by the United States of Biafra for recruitment into security, defense, liberation army. No form at all. Anywhere you see any form, anywhere in homeland, just know it's from the criminals. Do not fill the form. We see the criminals parading and telling people to voluntarily join. That is criminal. It is not from the United States of Biafra government. All the foot soldiers that are working for the United States of Biafra, they have been sending their application using the approved email in that memo that was sent out for the recruitment of Biafra military and security. And if you go to that memo, there are only 2 emails. Send your request to that email. There is a team that is processing that. There are people that are going to do the interview. They will call you, follow up with you before they can even do anything. Please, for now, any form you see parading in Homeland for people to join Biafra military, just know that it's from the criminal elements. Do not join them. Thank you so much. Talk about a CRC committee that has been officially dissolved by the Biafra Republic government in exile in a constituted meeting with a vote of 20-9. That committee was dissolved. Then these lobbyists went ahead to post on Twitter that the CRC appointed somebody else. I mean, the analysis by our legal department on the action of these lobbyists is really very, very grave. I don't know if that lobbyists have realized the degree of the harm he did, not just to his profession, but also he tried to do to the government. But thank God, the government has all the documents to prove our case and to prove what we are doing. We have all the documents, and this lobbyist is aware of that. This lobbyist is aware that the United States of Biafra used to be Biafra Republic government in exile, and our Prime Minister hired him to work for the government. He is fully aware of that. He is fully aware that the Constitution of the United States of Biafra, my signature is there. And this individual he's promoting online, he has no signature in the Constitution of the United States of Biafra. This lobbyist knows that the declaration of the independent state of Biafra, which happened in Finland, has the signature and the name of only 2 individuals, myself and the Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. This lobbyist has those documents, but he went on Twitter to misinform people that there was a CRC, that a dissolved CRC that met to appoint somebody. This is very, very dangerous. This lobbyist knows the Biafra currency, my signature is there. And this individual deceiving Biafrans, his signature is nowhere in all these documents I am listing. So assuming you as a lobbyist, you want to present Biafra legally to a foreign nation, to a foreign country, which documents are you going to use? Who are you going to call? Whose signatures are there? If you think you don't know, let's presume you are a 17-year-old child, you don't know. But you went on Twitter to post the rubbish you posted. The Biafra Helsinki Charter last year, my signature is there. This misinformation you pass on in Twitter, you know that individual, his signature is nowhere. Our Ambazonia Biafra, a memorandum of understanding we signed last year, my signature is there. Other members here, few people here, their signature is also in that document. The individual, this lobbyist, you think you are promoting, you've already gone down with him. He has dragged you down. And so shall it be. Anybody that truly is a Biafran, that follows this individual, you will go down with him. That is a promise I'm giving you.
Oh, Mama Biafra, where you dey? We dey wait for you to come our way. Simon Ekpa, you dey fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. they shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free, our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free them now before it's too late. In unity we go they strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we they fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. We rise, we no go